Thank you for joining our emotional first aid series for self-help. We're bringing you some very, very powerful tools here, and all of them can be used on yourself, by yourself, anytime, any place, anywhere. That's the beauty and power of these tools and techniques that I'm showing you over the next few days. So today is number 3. And I'm going to show you something that is very, very dear to my heart in more than one way. And it deserves to be way up there. I wasn't sure whether to put this at number 3 or number 2. And I think both of these can be interchangeable. This here is something that can superpower anything that you do, regardless what it is, pretty much. So it can definitely superpower grounding, it can superpower meditation and mindfulness, and it definitely deserves a place in your first aid, emotional first aid, self-help toolbox. Today I'm going to talk to you about heart coherence, so being incoherent or out of coherence. Now those terms may be a little bit strange to you, but it's one of the best things that you could do for yourself, for your health and well-being. It provides all the great chemicals going through your body. It helps, like all of these tools I'm showing you, to calm down your central nervous system, your autonomic nervous system, which means it reduces the cortisol in your body. So there are all sorts of benefits, but it's not about giving you all the intricate details. This is about giving you strategies that you can apply straight away in just 5 minutes or so. So what I'm talking about is heart math. I have been involved in heart math for a very long time. Absolutely love it. It is something that you can get a lot of information from heart math, and that is HEARTMATH. They have a lot of free resources on their website that you can go and download for anxiety, depression, etc. So much within HeartMath. It is a not-for-profit organization, and again, HeartMath very dear to my heart. Now with HeartMath we are using the heart to help put ourselves in that coherent state. So coherence is the first thing you want to know. What is that? So coherence is when your heart pattern is in a nice smooth waveform. Sorry, you're not seeing me, but this is more important. Incoherence is where your waveform is jagged. Okay, so that's basically what it means. So when you are in that jagged waveform, your system is in fight or flight. It is not in a calm, centered state. When you are in this beautiful smooth waveform, or your heart is in that smooth waveform, you are again giving your body all those beautiful good chemicals. You are reducing the cortisol in your body. You're allowing your mind to make better decisions. There are so many benefits. It turns out to be an anti-aging tool, believe it or not. So there is so much that can be said for being in coherence. So how do you get incoherence? So how do you move from that fight or flight, that really tense situation, frustration, worry, etc., fears? How do you move from that into this coherent state? Because those previous states will create that jagged pattern. Just to tell you, that pattern is measured by what's known as the heart rate variability, HRV, and I call it the beat-to-beat variability. So it's the space in between the heartbeats that is measured. And it doesn't matter, to some extent, of course, how fast your heart is beating. You can still be in coherence. It is said that elite athletes, when they run their races, they are actually in coherence. They are in the zone in coherence. So to get into coherence, there's a quick coherence technique that I would like to show you, and it involves breathing. So first of all, I would like you just to focus on your breath. Okay, just naturally, how are you breathing? Zero judgment whatsoever. How are you breathing? Are you breathing shallow, etc.? So what we're going to do is just take 6 breaths in and out, and that is simply it. So just breathe in. I actually breathe quite slowly naturally, you may not. So just breathe in and breathe out. 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 Okay, so you do this for a count of 6. This is a bit fast for me personally because I breathe a lot slower. Breathe in through your nose, gently out through your mouth, or you can also breathe out through your nose. I'm not going to give you techniques on breathing, we've got that coming up. And from there, I would like you then to imagine that you are breathing through your heart. Just imagine your heart has doors. It's all to do with imagining. Your heart has doors. Drop down, focus on your heart space, and imagine breathing in and breathing out through your heart. Again, do this 6 times, or for the count of 6. Okay, 6 seconds, 6 times, just breathing in and out. Okay, just imagine breathing in and out through your heart space. And once you've done that, the next thing is the most important thing as well for heart math and this technique is you need to place something that really makes your heart sing within your heart space. Now that can be a person, a place, an animal, an event, a song, a flower, anything that you can see, anything that you can imagine that really gives you that feeling of gratitude, of love, of compassion. So whatever that may be for you, imagine that and strongly imagine that. If it's a beautiful sunset that you have seen, if it's a rainbow, if it's just seeing your cat or whatever it might be, place that in your heart space. Feel that. That's what we mean by place that. Just feel that in your heart. And as you feel that feeling, you can start to feel some changes going on in your body. If you are bodily aware of what's going on, the chemicals are starting to change as you put those good chemicals in with that beautiful feeling. And what we are going to do with that is imagine breathing that in and out. That beautiful feeling. You may want to close your eyes while you're doing this for yourself. So breathe that beautiful feeling in, send that beautiful feeling out. And as you send it out, you can imagine it encasing your whole body. Breathe it in, send it out, breathe it out. All over. Shower in that beautiful feeling. Breathe it in. All that love, gratitude, compassion. Remember when it was just so amazing. Really makes your heart sing with joy. Six times. And that in itself should have you feeling a little bit calmer. And that depends where you were to start with, how anxious you were, as to how quickly you drop with that. And this technique can be used with grounding. As I said yesterday, this technique today can superpower what's gone before. So with the grounding, while you place your feet on the floor, you can be in this heart coherent state. So while now we've dropped into our heart, having previously been in this state with the anxiety, we are now putting our heart in this state with the love, compassion and gratitude. And that's the best healthy state for your body to be in. So while you're grounding, again, just imagine breathing, being in your heart space. You can send that love down to Mother Earth rather than showering yourself with it. Send it down to the Earth Mother. And as you walk, imagine that heart space, your heart coherence, 6 steps. 6 breaths. You may do that. The same as with your meditation. When you're getting into that meditative state or just mindfulness, you can be in this heart coherence at any time, along with anything else that you are doing. It is called emotional resilience, and that's the key to maintaining a healthy mindset and also a healthy body, as it puts all the wonderful chemicals in. Within HeartMath, the information is received by your heart first. They have a lot of true scientific evidence to support everything that they are doing. They are a non-profit organization. And when the information is received in your heart first, it sends it to your mind. Not the other way around. The mind does not receive the information first. It is the heart. They can prove that. So if you need to make a difficult decision, if you're anxious and worried about making a difficult decision, do this quick technique. There are other techniques, but this is the quick one. Do this quick technique. Breathe 6 times in and out. Breathe 6 times in and out. Or roughly, you don't need to strictly count. If it's 7 or 5, then that doesn't matter. And then place that beautiful feeling in your heart and send that beautiful feeling in and out. And as it comes back in, you can superpower it. You can feel it more and allow it to go through all the cells of your body. And when you've done that, you can ask your heart, should I, shouldn't I, what should I do? And just wait just a moment. And if you get an answer of yes, no, or maybe a picture showing you something, that's your heart answering. It answers very quickly, very, very simply. Your head will answer something like, well, I'm not really sure about that. Have you thought about this and have you thought about that? And there's all these other implications. That's your head answering. That's your mind kicking in. Your heart is very simple. It will give you quick, simple answers. Then it's up to you whether you follow that or not. I can't give you advice what to do with your own life, but I can show you some techniques that can help you reduce that mind chatter, allow you to make clearer decisions, help put you in that beautiful heart space, and from there on, everyone and everything you come into contact with can change, because you are coming from that place of your heart, and you will be greeted by your heart vibration before your mind and head vibration, and that can make a real big difference in many, many things within your life. If you're interested to know more about HeartMath, go to their website, heartmath.org. They have so much free information there that you can download. They have computer games that you can play only with your heart, and it's phenomenal by being in coherence. Thank you for joining us for this number 3, which is all about coherence, putting your heart in coherence and the benefits of that. And again, these are some of the most powerful self-help tools that I feel strongly belong in your toolbox, and you can choose which one you need at any time when you need it. Appreciate your feedback if you would like to give it, whether this is useful to you or not, which techniques you found useful so far. And tomorrow we're going to be bringing you another very powerful technique, sort of similar to this, but not quite. And number 1 is just always been number 1 in me for top emotional first aid. And as yet, we've covered some powerful stuff, but as yet, nothing can beat what's coming at number 1 for me. So keep a lookout. Thank you very much for joining us. Bye for now.